Hi there, everyone. So, I'm sure you know the deal. Try and find something that's a little suspicious. Now, to the untrained eye, that may have just looked like he randomly ran into that spy, but there were a few clues. So, there's obviously no way he would have known a spy was here. I mean, sure, it might be random game sense to just go and look there, but he did give one thing away. Instead of using your eyes, use your ears.
There's a spy over here.
And there we go. He called for a spy before anyone could have possibly known that there was a spy there. It's pretty much impossible to have known that just before bumping into one. So, that's the first bit of evidence against this guy. Let's keep going. Did you see that one? That may have been a little bit hard to see. It happened pretty quickly, so here it is again. Watch how his crosshair moves for the demo, but he hits the heavy. This is usually what happens when someone holds down their aim key before they can move their mouse properly. A pretty good way to spot a hacker is to watch the spread of his bullets. Normally a scattergun would obviously shoot just straight ahead and spread out, but look at this guy's. Watch his crosshair very carefully. Look at how the bullets automatically go for the scout without even going close to the crosshair. This is what silent aim looks like. It doesn't snap their view, but their bullets still go exactly where they need to go. Here's a pretty easy way to spot a wall hacker. This is exactly where their spawn is, and notice how he keeps his crosshair exactly where they are. Actually, I take that back. That's a pretty obvious aim hack. Here's some footage of what it looks like to go against a hacker. Notice how he gets these pretty perfect headshots. Alright, see if you can spot what's wrong with this one. Two things happen. First, look at his bunny hops. They are frame perfect non-stop. So that's one bit of evidence. The second is that little flick. Here it is again. Watch the spy. Look at how he's facing one direction and then snaps very slightly and gets a nice little headshot. If you're still convinced that this spy might just be legitimate, take a look at this. Three things happen. Firstly, he's still doing perfect bunny hops. Secondly, as you're about to see, he hops around knowing exactly where the sniper is. Now, you can't really chalk someone up to hacks just because they jumped around at one point, pretty much exactly where the sniper is, but right here is what seals the deal. So here we go. The spy hops by, not even looking at the sniper, and gets two beautiful headshots. Unfortunately, this goes on for a little while, so here are the last 3 points. Here's something a little bit more explosive. Again, see if you can spot it all. There's an unfortunate myth in TF2 that says that any projectile can't have an aimbot attached to it, but that's very not true. This is just the start of it, but take a look at the shots. Almost all of them are perfect. And again, see if you can spot anything that's a little off. Look at the grenades carefully. The first one he shoots at this demo completely misses, but the one on the engineer was just a little bit weird. One more time. The first one is a pretty legit shot, but look at how the grenade automatically goes towards the engineer without the demo even knowing he was there, and then readjusting back onto the soldier. Take a look at this guy. Watch his tracking. That could be legitimate, but he stays perfectly on the spy, even when he's invisible. For instance, the spy could have hopped to the right here, but he knows exactly where to shoot. It's just a little suspicious. Now have a look at this guy. And again, two things happen. One of which is wall hacks. Notice how you can't see the heavy, but he automatically knows to start firing. And then there's another case of silent aim. He wasn't actually aiming at the heavy there. Alright, here's the last clip. See if you can spot it. Do you remember the double animation thing from the first episode? Well, there it was. Here's another example of silent aim. If you watch again, you can clearly see that the crosshair is over the demo's head, and yet he gets a headshot. And lastly, this bit. Again, silent aim. Zoomed in, you can see he's not even looking at the soldier's head in either of these shots, and, well, gets the kill. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you liked the video at all, please leave a like or a comment. If you'd like to submit clips for an upcoming episode, feel free to check the description. And until next time, I'll see you. And also, a huge thanks to Kat, who bought me this beautiful microphone so that you could hear my beautiful voice in high definition. Thanks, babe.